Hey guys, Doughboy back here with another Destiny 1 story playthrough video. We're almost done. This is the second to last video in the campaign at least. Got two more videos with the exotic story missions with Galerhorn and Kvostov. But anyways, that's for later. Today we got two more exotics. We got Trespasser, which is an exotic sidearm. Pretty nasty in PvP. My favorite gun in PvP right now. Of course, that's a topic for another video, because the meta right now sucks. But good thing Destiny 2 is around the corner. Was it probably a week out from this? Yeah, probably less than a week out from the date this video is going to go up. Right now it's still August 14th, the time I'm recording this. So wish it was a little closer, but we'll get there eventually. And then so we got Trespasser, and then we got after Trespasser Outbreak Prime, which was the exotic raid weapon. Long quest for that. Actually, one of the, I think, most challenging, most fun, I mean, it took the whole community to solve a really complex puzzle to find it. So, which I think was Dado. Dado does Destiny. Really smart. Runs a math class clan. Really smart guy. Really, just yeah. I would love to solve something like that shit. I'm always late on that. But tons of stuff, tons of bright minds. So I love this community. But anyways, I digress. Let's get on to the Plaguelands mission, and then we got download complete, which is on Mars.
The Iron Lords believed we could contain Siva by destroying the chamber where it was produced. These Fallen must have restarted the process. We need to get back into the chamber and cut off the flow of Siva at the source.
I think we need to focus on what we know. The Fallen have occupied a military bunker in the Plaguelands. We won't get any reinforcements in that area until the Fallen's artillery is taken out.
The Fallen are a symptom. Siva is the disease.
So we gotta take control of the Plaguelands, knock out some guns. Pretty cool mission, you'll see at the end. Get to use some cannons.
Alright. Vanguard reinforcements are standing by. But until those guns are down, they can't leave the hangar. I need you to shut them down. Guardian, there's a dead Vandal near you. Can you give me a scan?
Get a look too.
Understood. The Fallen have done some remodeling.
They're taking the metal for something big. Hope they're not using it to toughen up those gun emplacements.
He's fallen, basically, but armor is enhanced. Weapons have been modified. Cybernetic enhancements.
Most Fallen houses have a sect dedicated to this sort of thing. They're called splicers. They're like body hackers, bioengineers.
It is worse than I feared. The Splicers are not only using Siva to transform this place, they are using its technology to transform themselves. You said yourself reinforcements will be useless until the guns are down. Besides, they will not be prepared for what they'll find.
So this is a pretty ominous looking place. This is actually that big dome looking thing. It's actually a
I
ball.
thought Siva was technology. This, it's like something alive, growing, out of control.
These devil splicers are using Siva, but they cannot control it. They are like children with a new toy.
I don't know of any toys that eat Russian industrial complexes.
Those guns were destroyed during the collapse. How did the Fallen...
It's not the Fallen.
Maybe it's not, but the Fallen are the ones pulling the triggers out here. The Vanguard wants them taken down, we take them down.
Anyway, so the big ball I shot at with the orange eye, that is actually a ball from the top of the colony ship. But there's also the entrance to the Wrath of Machine raid, which is the raid with the Res of Iron. Pretty good raid. Just not as sentimental to people because, you know, it's the last one we got. So it's the newest one. It's just, I don't know, it's not a Vault of Glass. But pretty cool raid.
It's getting worse the farther we get in. I wonder if we can even reach the Siva chamber.
I forgot to mention last The last story mission I did, we
Detecting
started...
a high concentration of SIVA shielding the gun emplacements.
Even SIVA-enhanced shields would require an energy source. But be careful. There's something familiar about all this.
Right. Destroy the familiar generators and then take down Shiro's zombie guns.
Got a lot more dialogue in this than original Destiny. I could talk more. Now I have to shut the fuck up every once in a while. But anyways, last mission, the walls come down. We actually started in that original space where we originally way back in the tutorial mission first spawned. So that's pretty cool. This whole expansion was basically based on nostalgia. Just remember year one. You'll see later the cutscene after you complete the Kvostov quest. It goes back to that same area, and it's pretty maybe not tearjerker, but there's some emotions there. There's some, especially if you're a year one player or played the beta way back in 2014. Without further ado, let's get into this. Let's use the sidearm. Pretty deadly sidearm. Sidearms used to be pretty bad in PvP. Not PvP, PvE. They got buffed though, which is what they needed. So if you missed that there, every kill you get, if you reload, so I just got a kill, I get that unrepentant, and if I shoot, it will shoot a 6-round burst, which in PvP can actually one-shot. If all bullets hit the head, it can one-shot kill a guardian. I believe the armor has to be low too, but it's useful, especially engaging a few guys to start a gunshot with, or start a gunfight with 6 shots from any gun is pretty useful. But on a burst gun especially. But every kill you get, you can reload. So it's like a better reactive reload perk. This gun's really fun to use, especially in PvP. Pretty deadly. Great to partner with a scout rifle, so you got all your ranges covered. Unfortunately, Destiny 2, sidearms need some love because they were not good in the beta at all.
Shield power levels are dropping.
So hopefully Bungie fixes them and they come back to maybe not where they were, because right now they are pretty heavily used
Shield is collapsing.
in PvP.
Should be clear.
Guns are upstairs. Take them out. If I didn't know better, I'd say the splicers were creating a beachhead. Something of this scale could be used against the city.
Going the right way? Yes, I am.
So, those destroyed guns? SIVA undestroyed them.
Undestroyed?
Look for a central SIVA node inside those emplacements. Destroy that, and it will break the bullet's hold on the gun.
They're pretty useful. You get a cannon. Just gonna go from each one.
Get ready. Fallen are sending in reinforcements.
Go have a field day taking it out. So this is the same cannon from the House of Wolves. Now this one does arc damage though, so it's a little bit different. But these...
Keep it going! Air support is standing by, but can't do much while those guns are still up.
These come in handy. Not come in handy. These are actually a raid mechanic. You use these in the raid to kill some servitors that drop a Seaver charge that you can then throw at the boss to do damage and take his shield down in the final encounter. So a little bit practice with them, but it's a really fun encounter because you run around in third person. There's 3 cannons that spawn, so half your team has cannons, half your team's throwing charges.
Hawks are inbound. Just hold the area until they get
Which is
there.
really fun encounter, really different from any of the raids prior to it.
Shiro, I'm pretty sure that air support isn't going to get here in time.
But also really difficult at the same time because in the Wrath of Machine raid, everyone has to do something. I mean, normally I guess in a raid, everyone has to do something. But what I mean is, there's some parts where it's random. You don't know who's gonna have to do what, and you have to adapt on the fly, which is great. But when you're playing with new players, it's annoying because basically it's only as strong as your weakest player, which again is great. I like the difficulty of it, but I think that's why it might not be people's favorite raid, because they just can't do it with everyone. For their mental health. They just can't do it.
It's working.
Centuries passed, and I have learned nothing. Shiro, can your forces secure that area?
We'll do our best.
Try. I need the Guardian to return to the temple. If we are to avoid the mistakes which led us here, he and I must speak about the fall of the Iron Lords.
Oops. Anyways, so that whole Plaguelands is right here, basically in a circle. Other side is a ship. To my left is the third area, and off to the right, which is the area we came through the first time, is where we spawned in on patrol. So kind of small area, but pretty unique. Especially pretty unique looking. You got that tall structure to my left. Got the big ass ship that you can actually go through. And there's some secrets out there, but actually not that many. It also does have what was it called? Archon's Forge, which was kind of a wave base, kind of like the not wave base, but kind of.
This may not make sense to you, but it took your fight to remind me that immortality is not the same as invincibility.
I don't understand.
When the ghosts first found us, those who were chosen were blessed with power, but not wisdom. The Iron Lords came together in search of a solution to mankind's struggles. Instead, we found Siva. We dreamt of using Siva to build starships, colonies. We would become what the Traveler always believed we could be.
But something happened.
Siva had been lost to time. When Temur tracked it to the Cosmodrome, we thought our quest was finally over. Siva would be ours for the taking. Rasputin responded. More than 100 Iron Lords entered the Plaguelands. Only 9 reached the replication chamber. But since we were chosen by the Traveler and our cause was just, we were certain the day would be ours. Until Siva took control. It infected our weapons, our armor. The corruption puppeted us against one another. In the end, Yolder sealed the chamber with the Iron Lords inside, rather than let Siva escape. The battle was won. Heroes died. And our mistakes stayed here.
But Rasputin survived.
This is not Rasputin. But neither is it something I know how to fight. They are using Siva in ways we never even imagined.
How would the Fallen have learned more about Siva than the Iron Lords? Or better yet, where did they learn?
They haven't mastered Siva yet. This is all still new to them. See Tyra. She studied Siva's origins. If there's a way to track the Fallen's discoveries, she will know where to look.
So, pretty badass cutscene. Tyra Karn's the Cryptarch. Actually, she'll be the Cryptarch in Destiny 2, too. 2-2? Anyways. Enough 2-2s. But she's a Cryptarch at the Iron Temple. So we talked to her, and she tells us where it was actually... I think she tells us. We learned in the next mission, too, where it was actually made and discovered. It was actually discovered in Clovis Bray. or at Clovis Spray on Mars. So it was a human discovery, human made, but it kind of self-replicating, kind of actually, I don't know if anyone watches Futurama with Bender. He got the replicating machine, so if he eats something, he can replicate himself. And he kept replicating himself, and it just got huge, and they just ended up eating everything because it got so microscopically small, but so many of them. Anyways, so it's kind of like that where it can just spread and just go haywire. So I'm not sure if there's another cutscene here. It's getting pretty quiet. Long load, so it might be another cutscene here. Oh no, we're in the... Okay, we spawned in the Iron Temple. That's right. So I will back out of here. I'll look around quick, but we gotta get moving to the next mission to keep this video, keep it somewhat short. But yeah, pretty cool cutscene. Kind of told you the whole story there, and why we're doing this in the Iron Lords and how they died. They sealed themselves in. They killed themselves to save us, basically. Anyway, so this is Iron Temple. I'll take a quick scroll around here. To our right is Shiro. Pick up some bounties from him. Over the bridge, that's the other side. That is Vostok Observatory, and will be the Vostok map in Destiny. I believe it was Vostok was the name of it. Map in Destiny 2. There's the Plaguelands out to the left. Big ass that ball with all the spikes off it. The wall, you see it. But that is a PvP map in Destiny 2, and I'm wondering if that was actually built before this Rise of Iron expansion and was used in it as a space. Because in the lore, it might have been in the lore already that this was the Iron Lords Temple. So when they were doing the Iron Banner, Iron Lords DLC, they said, "Oh, perfect, we can make this a social space." Because this side isn't playable; it's only that side is playable as a PvP map. So, anyways, up here we got our vaults behind us. Lord Shax, not yet. I say Lord Shax. Fuck. Lord Shax.
Tell me what you've seen.
Iron Lord.
Your light is a dragon. Feed it.
And then this is Tyra Karn. And then back here's where I had the cutscene, which is pretty cool. But anyways, let's get moving on to Mars. Lord Saladin. Why did I keep Lord Shax? This is an S. Lord Shax, the Crucible Crucible leader. Obviously, Lord Saladin is the leader of the Iron Banner. Let's move on to Mars, though. And I think this is a pretty cool mission, too. Because we go to an area we've been before, but the new's part of it. So let me try to find it. It's over here. Download complete.
In searching for more information on Siva, I discovered some recent unexplained phenomena originating near Clovis Spray.
That's deep in Cabal territory. I find it unlikely the Fallen would have had time to experiment in those labs undisturbed.
True, but there are records of Siva prototypes that were never recovered. They could be the missing link.
Lord Teemer spoke of Siva prototypes too. Very well, old friend. Let's follow this path.
You should be in the vicinity any time now.
So this is actually where we are now. Is actually the Cyan Flare Strike, which was PlayStation exclusive, but after Taken King became available to everyone. So we're actually coming from the final boss fight area of the Cyan Flare Strike, which you'll see at a later date. We run through this. Nope, we have to access the laboratory. So basically we're doing the strike backwards. At the very bottom, we'll go underground. We'll take a separate path.
Okay, what do we have here? Uno finding dangerous Golden Age archives would be so easy. There's an intact data store just below us.
This is actually a pretty unique strike. You'll see when I actually play it. It actually has 3 smaller bosses and they're hard to hit. So unless you have Galerhorn that tracks, it's hard to hit with a normal sniper, with a normal rocket launcher. So you need a machine gun or something like that. Or when swords came along.
My intel says you're going to need to make your way underground.
Falling great distances is actually our specialty. Elevator shaft, anyone? The doors to the elevator shaft should be here somewhere.
But when swords came along, strike became not easy, but you could use Dark Drinker or Raise Lighter and really fuck up the bosses at the end. That's quick. Yep. Falling long distances is our specialty.
Nothing says we're in the right place, like Dead Fallen.
What's the thing I have to do? Kill these guys? But anyways, I almost forgot. Going too quick in this. Forgot to talk about our exotic for the mission. Let's switch back to it real quick. Outbreak Prime. Pretty unique weapon. Pretty unique looking. Love the look of it. This is basically a Fatebringer, but in a pulse rifle. You got Outlaw, so quicker reloads. And you got Virulence. My English is great. Anyways, precision kills release a Seaver nanite swarm that attacks other enemies. So basically like Firefly that blows up and attacks other enemies. So if you see, if I better aim, holy crap. It's almost like Galerhorn rockets. Almost, not rockets, but Galerhorn, the explosive rounds that come off of it. You can't use it every kill. You'll see it makes a noise here. There it goes again. It'll make a noise when it's ready to go again. So it's not every kill, it's like on a 10-second cooldown. So not only that, but if you chain on the same person, if you chain, I think it's 4 body shots, 4 bursts of body shots, or any damage, it will release some nanite swarms, which is nice against higher.
There, that's the Bray Research Archive. Now to rummage through its files.
Which is nice about higher hit point.
There were multiple prototypes,
enemies.
each programmed to serve a different function. One that built constructs, viral armor enhancements, that's neat. And we have a winner, cybernetic diagnostics. Exactly what the Fallen would need to... Oh, maybe later. We've got company.
Maybe later. Got some guys up here trying to kill us. Set it for this side. I have another grenade. You can take that. Pretty fun weapon, though hard to get. Because you need to do strikes and nightfall. I think another raid. You need to do a bunch of stuff. But the key is you have to have one of each class. So you gotta make sure you have 1 hunter, 1 titan, 1 warlock in your fire team, and a fire team of 3. So you gotta get one of each. So it's tough to coordinate and do, and keep everyone on the same side of the mission. So if you are gonna do it from start to finish with the same group. But nowadays, actually, I don't even know if you could really get enough guys together to do this, which is kind of sad. So you might never have access to this weapon. A great weapon, but you're not missing much. So you see there, chain a couple body shots, and it still attacked him, which was great for phalanxes with the shields, because it still counts on their shields. So if you shoot their shields and get immune a few times, it will start attacking them like right there with the Seaver swarms, and they'll flinch and you can actually shoot them. So pretty fun weapon to use with Outlaw.
The young wolf strikes again. Tyra, the prototype archives, will they be enough to identify a weakness in the Fallen's hold on Siva?
I have to remind you, of all people, that I'm a scholar, not a scientist. Don't worry, old friend. Between myself and Shiro, we won't leave a single stone unturned. You'll have your defense.
Okay, that's it. Almost done here. Got 1 more mission to go in the Rise of Iron story campaign. Got 2 more exotic missions ready for you too. Those are already recorded, ready to go. I didn't play those again. I actually went back through on my PlayStation and commented over them a little bit. So look out for those 2 videos from now, especially the Kvostov one. That's actually, they're both pretty cool. Both have some pretty cool aspects to them. Anyways, catch my streams at Doughboy2448 on Twitch. Hit me up on Twitter at Doughboy2448. My streams are Sunday through Thursday, midnight until about 2:30, starting earlier on Tuesday and Wednesdays. Those are my main days, with an occasional midday stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And once Destiny 2 comes out, I'll probably be on stream like all fucking day. So especially during the PC beta, that's coming up too. Actually, never mind. What am I saying? By the time this video goes out, the beta is either live or just about over or over. So unfortunately, that's too late. Too late to say that. But hopefully the PC beta was great and he caught me on my Twitch. So see you next video. We're almost done. Destiny 2 is. I can already smell it. If it has, does it have a smell? Do video games have smells? Either ways. See you next time.